Welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be talking about AGIX SingularityNet. I haven't made a video on this cryptocurrency for many weeks now. My last video I was telling you guys I would expect a little pullback down to 29 cents, and it did nick it, and then it had that nice bounce up. And I was also mentioning watch for that 50-day moving average, which is this green moving average here. As I did say, the price was very overextended from this 50-day moving average, and you can also see we haven't touched the 200-day moving average for many weeks now. So in my opinion, I do believe that this area here, where we've essentially just traded sideways since I posted that last video many weeks ago, I do think that this is just a massive redistribution area. So as you can see by the VPVR, lots of people have been selling and buying throughout this entire area here, right? Essentially inside of this flag here. So many people have brought on average around, let's say, 42 cents. So between this 42 cents, you know, minus a few cents and, you know, plus a few cents either side of that area. And you can see you've got this gap right here. So I do believe your strongest support area to catch a bounce would be around this 22 cent level. As you can see, this 200-day moving average is slowly but surely, every single day it keeps climbing higher. So in a couple of days time, you will see the 200-day moving average cross up over above this 22 cent level. As you can see, if I zoom out, you can see this area was support and resistance. If we flip over to the weekly time frame, you can see it acted as key support, key resistance here, I shall say. Also ran into resistance right here. And if we flip back to the daily, you can see you've got this little volume demand zone down there. So if we just zoom out, we'll let it load in. There we go. You can see that many people, this is a demand zone here. So between 16 and a half cents all the way up to around 21 and a half cents. We'll just round up to 22 cents. So between that area there, around that 4 or 5 cent area, in between that area will be a demand zone. People have bought and sold, so I would expect that to be your first area for a major, you know, bounce from that area, because we did touch that 29 cent level in the previous video I was mentioning. As you would know, it acted as key resistance, then it flipped into support, held for many days, and then it broke back above and it acted as resistance before you had that big down move. So this area here, this 29 cent level, to me, this is a minor support level. Your strongest support level is down here at around that 22 cent level. Now, there is a possibility that this cryptocurrency does go up. At the moment, I would be neutral to slightly bearish. If we break below around 35 cents, I would expect a pullback down to this 22 cent level. If we grab a little trend line here and we move it here, so this essentially, to me, this is just sideways chop. You know, it's essentially building a flag. So it's consolidating what was previously a very large move up into this pattern. So if we grab this trend line and we move it up here to the bottom of the flag, you will get a price level, if I just zoom out here, around $1.20. So that's essentially almost a doubling from this all-time high, which had a double top at around 66 cents. If we zoom out, you can see it had a double top at that 66 cent level. It also had a bearish divergence that we talked about previously. We mentioned that in the video prior. So in the short term, I do believe that this cryptocurrency, if we fall below 35 cents, I would be more leaning towards a bigger bearish move to the downside. I would say there's a 20% chance we hit $1.20, and there's 80% chance we head down to that 22 cent level. Now, if we do break below 22 cents and this demand zone fails to hold as support, even this 16 cent level, as you can see, if we zoom out, this acted as support, flipped into resistance, and it also held as support here when we had that bullish sideways consolidation before you had your next move up. Now, if we do fail to hold this area, So we fail through 22 cents and we also fall through 16 cents. I would expect a move all the way down, potentially all the way back to the lows here. As you can see, this area down here acted as support and it built this rounding base. It stayed down here for many, many weeks. So this was when Bitcoin back down in June, July, this was when Bitcoin was falling down at around, $17,500. This here was your FTX collapse. AGIX did make a slight high at 3.5 cents. But once it broke out of this base, it just shot straight up, all the way up to what is a demand zone. And then it had that sideways consolidation. So if we flip back to the daily, you can see this area here. If we let the VPVR load in, there we go. See how it was just sideways chop, bullish consolidation. It was just digesting this massive prior move it had up into this sideways chop. And then you had a 3-bar surge, and then it went on to make that high all the way up at 66 cents, which had a double top. So anyway, guys, there's an 80%, well, I'm neutral to slightly bearish right now. If we fall below 35 cents and confirm below, I would expect a bigger move down to 22 cents. So percentage terms from where we are currently sitting down to 22 cents, around that area, we're talking about almost a 39% correction. So anyway, guys, I just want to leave it there. Leave your comments below what you guys think is going to happen for AGIX SingularityNet, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Make sure you hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and peace